In patriarchal structures, traditional gender roles often dictate the expectations placed on women, shaping their identities and defining acceptable forms of expression. Consumerism, as a cultural phenomenon, becomes a compelling lens through which one can explore how women navigate and negotiate their roles within these structures. Consumption of material goods, beauty standards, and lifestyle choices often intertwine with societal expectations, influencing women's perceptions of self-worth and shaping their paths to empowerment or constraint. In the opulent world of Sofia Coppola's Marie Antoinette, we go on a cinematic exploration of the interplay between fashion, food, and female agency within a patriarchal society. Our guiding question unravels the film's layers. How does Sofia Coppola's Marie Antoinette employ fashion and food as visual symbols to examine materialism as the illusion of female agency within a patriarchal society? Marie Antoinette turns to materialism as a coping mechanism against the weight of societal expectations. We navigate the system of representation, analyzing how the film's portrayal of women intertwines with sociocultural context, providing a nuanced analysis of the motifs of cake and costumes in the film. Our focus remains fixed on Marie Antoinette as a character and not just a historical figure, as we examine the constraints on her agency within the film's narrative. It is also important to consider the context of the time in which the film was released. There are connections and parallels between mass production, consumption, and the rise of materialism in the 2000s. 2006 was the same year the infamous Bimbo Summit cover photo adorned the New York Post featuring Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, and Lindsay Lohan. These women, under constant scrutiny, faced both expectations to indulge in frivolous partying and harsh criticism when they did. Their experiences mirror Marie Antoinette's struggle within the film, offering a contemporary lens to explore the intersection of materialism, feminism, and societal expectations. In the film, fashion symbolizes a culture of extravagance and the aristocrats' detachment from economic realities. At the same time, it parallels modern societal values in which people seek solace and self-worth through material possession.
This is ridiculous.
Marie Antoinette's engagement with fashion also serves as an illusion of agency within the confines of her role. As queen, her primary duty is to continue the bloodline. The film can also be seen as a critique of consumer culture in a patriarchal society, portraying Marie Antoinette's extravagant lifestyle as a response to her inability to complete her role as a woman. In one scene, to cope with her disappointment, the Dauphine organizes an extravagant gathering featuring a montage rich in feminine elements like shoes, textiles, games, and sweets. The montage reflects how materialistic elements become a means for her to assert the illusion of control over her own life. At the same time, the fast-paced editing showcases the impracticality of using material pleasures to cope with deeper issues. How, although material possessions give people a euphoric feeling, the satisfaction is short-term. Similarly, in current times, women often find agency within the realm of consumer goods because it helps them negotiate their roles by engaging in gendered activities and consuming feminine materials. In parallel with the time the film had released, in the realm of celebrity culture, the extravagant lifestyle was also used to create marketable personas. The comparison of Marie Antoinette's lavish lifestyle with modern examples underscores the persistence of materialistic values across time, where superficial displays of wealth and luxury become synonymous with empowerment. Although these consumerist choices may serve as a means for women to navigate societal constraints, they simultaneously contribute to an ongoing cycle of expectations and the illusory empowerment where women are still judged and blamed for their actions. To emphasize the engagement with feminine traits, the film uses cake to illustrate gender norms as a comparison for the queen's appearance.
I think she's delightful. She looks like a little piece of cake.
Which reflects on how women are often reduced to their bodies aesthetically and literally. The connection between her appearance and edible symbols reinforces the societal tendencies to view women as commodities for consumption. At the same time, within the context of the French Revolution, this cake takes on a profound significance, symbolizing Marie Antoinette's perceived indifference after being informed the citizens do not have bread to eat.
Let them eat cake.
That's such nonsense. I would never say that.
The film satirizes this popularized image of Marie Antoinette as a symbol of decadence and excess.
Not too much, is it?
In essence, Sofia Coppola's Marie Antoinette transcends historical boundaries and examines how, in the contemporary era, materialism, symbolized through fashion and food, can be both a response and a reinforcement of societal expectations, complicating the notions of agency and empowerment of women in a patriarchal society.
Love you. Huge.